Hey everybody, it's Bryan, and we're a couple of weeks out from franchisee training, so I want to give you a clear idea as to exactly what we expect as far as franchise sales is concerned. So, we've identified what really makes a manager or a salesperson successful at getting a high number of people who call to convert to members. And this is what it comes down. It comes down to three things. One is you've got to rip the SC off your chest, because some people walk around with a gigantic SC printed right on their chest. And then there's other people that walk around with a gigantic S on their chest. The S stands for Superman or Superwoman. The SC stands for self-conscious. And how do you know which one you are? Well, as you're going through training and as you're going through the pre-work for training, if you catch yourself thinking in your mind that I could never say that, or that won't work for me the way they're asking me to do it, or I know it works in that market like the way they're saying, but that's not the way I'm going to do it because I think it's going to work differently for me. If you catch yourself saying any of those things, you're probably walking around with a big SC, that stands for self-conscious, on your chest. And what I ask you to do is, before you come to training, take that SC and rip it off your chest and come in there with an open mind, ready to try it, because we know from experience that when you apply the principles, the strategies, and the tactics exactly as written, they work every single time. If you catch yourself thinking, it's not going to work for me that way, I'm going to change it, realize that's probably your SC talking to you. Rip it off and put in a big S for super person on your chest. Okay, tip number 2. You're not doing something to people, you're doing it for them. So many people are like, I can't say this, I can't ask them like that, I don't like to be the pushy salesperson. But realize that when somebody walks into your center and you ask them to enroll, and you ask for their credit card, you're not doing anything to them, you're actually doing it for them. And the only time that you're doing something to those people is when someone comes in that front door, someone who needs your services, who needs the program that we offer, who wants deep inside to make a change in their life, and that's what got them to walk in that front door. We're doing something to them when we allow them to easily leave without signing up. Why? Their self-confidence was probably just enough to get them to make the phone call or to walk in the front door, but they're still doubting themselves. We've got to help them take that extra step, go the extra mile, put their faith in the program, and possibly make incredibly life-saving differences to their lives. So realize you're not doing anything to somebody by asking them to enroll, you're doing something for them. And you really have to believe in this program. You have to believe that you're doing them an incredible service by asking a second time and a third time and a fourth time before you allow them to hang up the phone and be convinced by someone else, like their husband or their wife or their neighbor, who doesn't quite have the perspective that we have. So tip number 2, you're not doing it to them, you're doing it for them. Now tip number 3 is most salespeople fail. Why? Because they just don't ask for the sale. So once again, don't just give up the first time, don't give up the second time, don't give up the third time. Employ the tactics, have confidence, have faith in the program that we have, and realize that every single person that enrolls in this program is one step closer to the person that's going to bring you a flood of referrals. And with that, we'll see you guys at franchisee training. Take it to the max.